My Canine Confidant. Tonto joined our family in 2010. We had owned dogs before, but never as puppies. For the first time, we were going to see a baby dog grow old. A small gray and white Shih Tzu, Tonto loved belly rubs, milk bones, and snuggling against any available knee pit. He was very bad at fetch, and very good at alerting everyone in the house whenever someone was at the door. Around the time we got Tonto, I was silently struggling with a secret. I had a pornography problem no one knew about. I was scared to ask for help, fearing that once anyone knew about my hidden admission, they looked down on me. My fear was rooted in words from religious leaders like, "Pornography will destroy you. Pornography destroys families and individual lives. And pornography takes those who view it down to destruction as surely as anything in this world." By the time I turned 15 or so, I understood, clearly and depressingly so, that I was actively destroying my life. One night, as I cried alone in my room, a scene that had become rather routine, I heard a scratch at my door. It was Tonto. I let him in and he jumped on my bed. His curly tail wagged as I pet his back. I began talking to him. I told him about how I was sad, stressed, and deflated. I told him everything I was too scared to tell anyone else. He had no idea what I was saying. Other than the words shake and treat, I'm sure every other word he heard sounded like Simlish. But as simple as it may seem to some, I needed to know that I could tell a living, breathing being everything about me, and they'd still care about and for me, even if they were a dog. Tonto showed me that was possible, and unwittingly played a huge part in saving my life. In the years following, Tonto and I would chat often. I told him about the good and the bad, the happy and the sad, and he always stayed, looking up at me, waiting for more pets. Last week marked 3 years since Tonto's passing. By the end of his life, he had lost his eyesight. He was no longer scratching at doors or jumping on beds. On his last night, the two of us spent time together in my parents' backyard. We shared one last shake, and I thanked him for listening to me and loving me all those years ago when I was convinced no one else would. I wept, and he licked my tear-wiping hands, oblivious of his impact on me or the gravity of the current moment. I couldn't help but laugh a little as I pet his belly and sniffled through final goodbyes. Tonto was, as all dogs are, loving and lovable. Completely stripped of prejudice, he offered to me, during my darkest days, complete acceptance, care, and compassion. I'll always be grateful for my canine confidant. Rest in peace forever, Tonto. God better give good belly rubs.